Hello, it's me! Is it you?
You're watching Homebrew, hosted by Big Secu at secu.com.
Greetings guys, greetings and salutations. Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday. That's right, remember I said I might do an occasional Homebrew Wednesday? Well, today I've got a day off from work and I've been out and about doing brewing related things. So I thought, what the hell? Gonna do a Homebrew Wednesday video. You lucky bastards. Also gonna be doing something with this. Ugh. So what have I been up to? Well, all sorts really. I've been trying to get to grips more with all grain brewing. Some of you might have seen on my Facebook page that I have made a box, the Sango box. In fact, I did a video about it, didn't I? Like an update video about it. I hadn't constructed it at that point, but I have now. And I've used it a couple of times with mixed results, but that's not the fault of the box. It's because I had really crappy Chinese, cheaply made temperature probes. And I think they finally crapped out on me and they weren't displaying the right temperature. Because I did a beer, the very first beer that I did in the Sango box, I put in 5 kilos of malt, I put in Cara malt, Cara Munich, all sorts of good stuff. Put my hops in, boiled it all up, fermented it, started out 106.8 gravity, finished 103.8. Now, I put in 3 packs of different yeast, ale yeast, Munton's Gold, and eventually I shoved in some champagne yeast after I had rehydrated it. Nah, not a damn thing. And in fact, I think because I'd mucked about with this so much, I ended up throwing that batch of beer out, which made me sick! Sick, damn you! Damn me for my stupidity. I've now got myself a decent temperature probe. I paid money for it, not £2 or whatever the hell I paid from China. Yeah, so I've got a decent one. So the next time we do a brew, which I'm getting some grains tomorrow, I'm getting 25 kilos of Marisotto, 3 kilos of Munich, I'm getting some Special B, some Cara Vienna, I think. Not with any particular recipe in mind, just because I thought, what the hell. So, that's what I have been up to. Oh, let's have a look at the Sango box right now. I'll go and pull it out the shed for you. Right, so let's have a look at this Sango box. Here's the box, and it's a wooden box. I've used chipboard, but you could use any wood that you could afford or that you wanted to use. This is the cheapest that I could find. And inside the box, it's insulated. Oh, shed's a bit of a mess. It's insulated with this polystyrene. It's just used for flooring insulation or maybe loft insulation. And as you can see, the boiler sits inside. So I'll take the boiler out and we'll have a closer look inside the box. We're in the box. Now there's a hole down there for a tube to go into the tap, and the tube comes out the bottom of the box so you can drain off the water. And as you can see, it's a little bit messy from the first couple of brews. But there it is, insulated all the way around. Keeps the heat pretty good. Last brew I did, I think I lost a couple of degrees. Nothing major. Certainly better than I was using previously with a sleeping bag. And the power cable fits through this notch here, and then just kind of gets squashed down when the lid goes on. And I've got a bit over here where I can put the probe wire in from the thermometer. So there it is, the Sango box. And what we do is take our Thorn electric boiler, Electrum boiler, put that approximately there, gives enough room for you to put your hand down and flick the tap lid. Boom, simple. Simple stuff. So there you are, that's the Sango box. Simple to make. If you have a boiler, a plastic boiler, or if you have a boiler that you think might fit into one of those, if you think it's a good idea, let me know. If you think it's a bad idea, let me know. Interested to get feedback of both types. I've put a link in the description of this video so that you can download the instructions on how to make it. They're pretty basic. It includes some rudimentary drawings, I will say. But if you want to make it, you can go ahead and make it. Bang it together. I think it cost me about £20 to make. Maybe not even that, actually. Now, bit of news. I don't know which precise date yet, but Big Secu is going to the Great British Beer Festival in London. I've not booked the hotel, I've not booked the train yet, but I will be. I fully intend to be going. Me and Mrs. Secu are going to nip down to London whilst the GBBF is on, and we're going to have a bit of a holiday in London, go and see all the sights, the Tower of London, old Buckingham Palace, things like that. I've not been to London since I was about 10, and the only memory I have of London is being in a tube station where there was lots and lots of commuters all rushing past me on a travelator, not speaking, kind of drone-like. Must get to work. Bit like that, yeah. Bit faster. I was like, must get to work, must get to work, must get back from work, must get back from work. Yes, it's the rat race. Anyway, so I'm going to be at the GBBF. I spoke to Darren Chappell from Hanworth Homebrew. I think he mentioned that the guys, Jonah I think, and Brewmaster Ben and Grant Walker and various people, had decided they were going to go on the second day. So I think that's like the 13th. Could be wrong, could be wrong. I think it's the 13th. Anyway, that's the day I plan to be there, whenever those guys are there. So if you want to come down and say hello to me and have a pint, you'll find me somewhere. I'll be wearing my hat. Apparently there's a hat theme, I didn't even know that. I'm sorted already with the old, what do you call it? Is it a trilby? Is it a trilby? I don't know, it's something like that. So I've got a smash beer on just now. Yeah, I think I don't know why my conversion is just crap. I'm gonna have to start doing pH testing. It sucks. I prefer it when it's easy. I mean, I've got pH strips, I just want to put grains in hot water and then bing! A pint appears magically. Ooh, it's a pint of beer that I made. Lovely stuff. Speaking of Welshmen, thanks very much to Alex Jones down there in Wales. He sent me some rhubarb IPA and some cherry IPA, I think it was. There was a cherry one and a rhubarb one. Rhubarb, rhubarb, rhubarb! I think I preferred the rhubarb one. They were both nice. I haven't drunk them on camera, sorry. I've not been doing much camera stuff recently. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of rhubarb. Like to eat. The wife makes rhubarb crumble. Bleh. Don't like rhubarb. Put it in a beer, it's okay. Yeah, it's good stuff. So thanks for that, Alex. I appreciate it, mate. Boom. Yes, this smash that I just made the other day, it's just pale ale malt, 2-row, and NZ Motueka, I believe, I put it into it. Additions 60, 15, 5 and flame out, I think it was. I only put, I think it was half an ounce in at 60. I didn't want it to be too bitter. But yeah, looking forward to that. It came out quite high, it was 108.8, but I only had about 12 litres, so it wasn't loads. I was looking to brew a strong one because I've been kind of frustrated that most of the beers that I've been brewing have come out about 5.8, 6%. and I was looking to try and get something that was about 7, 8, 9. I'd like to get big beer, big beer. You know me want it, you know me like it, me want a big beer. Also, I'd like to say hello to my new friends in the vaping community. Now, this is something that potentially could go hand in hand with homebrew. I know there's at least one vapor out there that does a bit of homebrewing. She makes wine. Lissy Vapes. Hi Lissy, how you doing? Look. Oh, can you hear the dog? Hello, tap dancer. You just got to noise up my video, are you? Crunch your food then. Eat your biscuits. Oh. Anyway, so here we go. Here's my Kanger Tech Pro Tank 3 with an 1100 mAh, that's milliamp hours, variable voltage battery on it, and a friend of mine commented, I look like the Pied Piper of Hamelin. I don't know if the Pied Piper did hornpipes. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty good. Are you a vapor? Do you vape? Apparently, you can actually mix your own vaping liquids, depending on which websites you go to. Some of them are pre-mixed, some of them aren't. You can buy kits where you get little things of nicotine and then things of the liquid, and you have to put X amount of parts in for X amount of nicotine and all that jazz. I used to smoke a lot of cigars, and I've still got some. In fact, I've still got lots, because when I went to Spain I found a place where you can buy 5 of these for €1. 5 cigars for €1. That's a kick-ass deal. So believe me, I took advantage of it. But anyway, this thing I actually prefer. Pretty good, the flavour's better. So if you're a vapor, feel free to nick on over to Lissy Vapes' channel, subscribe. She does regular videos, updates, does giveaways as well, and that's something that I'm thinking about doing too. That's coming up in the future though, for a future video. I've got so many hops now that I don't know what to do with them. Literally. Just got a new shipment in from YakimaValleyHops.com, and I'm still using the old hops that I got the last time. I mean, I'm still wanting hops. Give me hops, more hops, more hops. But technically I could give some of them away. So I'm going to think up a competition. If you can think of a competition I could run for a hop giveaway, then put it in the comments down below. So for vapors, have a look at Lissy Vapes, and also my friend Zoe, who does some camera work for me sometimes. Look up The Squirrel Bum, because, and I don't really know much about this, Zoe uses what's called a Genesis device, and she's found the answer to some really annoying question about burnt flavours. So nick on over there and see that. Right, well I've got to go now. I'm going to go and do my thing with the Budweiser there. Don't worry, I'm not going to actually drink it. No. Cheery bye! And by the way, for those of you who are wondering, because you probably are, the diet isn't actually going that well. During the week, no problem. Weekends, problem. I just love beer so much. But I haven't given up on brewing a low alcohol beer. I'm probably going to revisit that again. Definitely. Anyway, I will continue to eat healthily, at least during the week. And yeah. Feel free to slag me off.